Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something a little different for you. So buckle up and let's dive right into this virtual reality model of construction. Seems like this is the new thing that's going on. We're going to take a look at it. So let's dive right into it. This two-dimensional floor plan in AutoCAD into a virtual reality model. I'm going to show you just how you can do that. Just get your drawing here, and then what you want to do is save it. So you're going to want to save your drawing, and then you're going to want to navigate to your drawing folder. It's going to be different for everyone. So, for me, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to open, and I'm going to see that I have it in my documents folder. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and find this drawing, and then I'm going to have to open it in Revit. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, now that you have your drawing saved, you're going to want to link it to a Revit model. So one thing that I would say is when you're doing this, you could actually just create a Revit model because you actually make VR models based on the Revit model. But if you want to do this way, because you've already done it in AutoCAD, you can do it this way as well. So just click New, open a standard template, and then we'll be brought to our main page here. Once that's done, you're going to want to come here, click Insert, click Link CAD. So we're going to click that. And then we're going to scroll down to where our drawing is. You can see it's here, 2026 floor plan tutorial. You're going to want to make sure everything is correct here. So, don't click current view only, keep it open, then click open. And then we're going to have our drawing imported into our Revit here. So you can see here that I have my AutoCAD drawing that we worked on. Everything's been, imported the way it works and how it should look. One thing that I will mention is if you come down here to your 3D views and we go to 3D, you're going to see that it is not in 3D. So that's one of the issues that I'm seeing here. So what you can do is you can take this drawing and then you can use this as a base map to then go create a 3D drawing in Revit. I'm not going to do that. I have a few more, advanced lessons. I have more advanced drawings that have been completed that I'm going to use as the example. But if you want to do this, just pause the video, take the time to draw this out in Revit, and then we're going to continue on here and we're going to show you what that looks like in a minute. So what you're going to have to do now is save your drawing, and then you're going to have access to the AutoDESK construction cloud. So what you guys are going to want to do is look up AutoDESK CC. You're going to have a 30-day free trial to use it. So you're going to see it's just search AutoDESK CC in Google. Go to the first option, it says sponsored. I don't know why it's sponsored because the same thing's below it, but whatever, just click on that. So you're going to come here, you're going to click AutoDESK Construction Cloud. It'll have you log in, it'll have you, do a few things. You can see here, I'm using the trial because, well, I just wanted to show you guys what it's like. I wanted to play with it myself. And you can see here we have a few projects here, and these are the ones that I'm going to show you a little later on. So what you're going to want to do in order to make sure that you can actually make it so that you can, get into AutoDESK so that you can actually look at the VR models is you're going to have to do a few things. So you're going to have to click Create Project, and it's going to ask you to fill this out. So we're going to do this as test. I'm going to 001. It's going to ask you what account. So that's just the account. It'll ask you what type of project it is. It really doesn't matter what it is. You can just set it to what you want, fill out what you kind of need. And then once that's done, click Create Project, and it'll create a completely new project for you. And it's going to bring you to this section right here. So you're going to see here, it's going to ask you for a role. So you can put in your role. I'm just going to click Architect or whatever. And it's going to see what can you change. So what you can do is the role setting changes what you can access. But what you can also do is you don't need any of that. What you can do is you can just go here and just select all of these. The one that's important is Docs. So just click everything, turn everything on so you can access everything, and then you'll be good to go. Once that's done, you're going to need to actually upload your file to this to be able to access it on your VR headset. So what you're going to need to do now is you're going to need to go, you can see this is the test project, correct? This is the test project. We can go to Companies, Bridge. I'm just going to look for it here. I'm not too familiar with this system. Let me see here. Here we go. So if you click on Project Admin up here, click on Docs. Once it brings you to Docs, it's going to say Files. What files? So again, that's why we selected before. It's going to say, well, what's your role? What can you do? You want Docs so you can upload files. So what you do is you click Upload Files, and then it'll ask you to upload files from your computer. So go find that Revit file, upload it here, and then once that's done, it'll appear here, and then you're good to go when you're done. So you can see here, if I go to my YouTube example 1 project, if we click that, you can see I have 2 of the basic projects that I've uploaded, so it should look like this. It's going to show you when it was updated, how big the file is, what version it is, and all these other who added it, things like that. And then you're going to know it's ready to go. So what you're going to need to do now is you're going to need to go into your headset, download what's called Autodesk Workshop XR and open it, and then you're going to have to link it to this. I don't have a run through for that because I couldn't figure out how to do it. You're just going to have to go off of my instructions here. So download that, link your accounts, it'll kind of run you through it. You're going to have to use like, it'll ask you for a code and everything that's going to appear on here and then also on the headset. And once that's ready to go, I'm going to walk you through opening your projects in the VR as well. So once you open up Autodesk Workshop XR, you're going to be brought to this. So you're going to see here that we're in a little VR space and we have access to all our projects. I have two here. This is one that we're going to look at first, and this is another easy example that we've done. So you can see your examples here. If you've done it right, they're going to show up here. If you've done it wrong, they're not going to show up here, and just go rewind the video if you need to. So you can click here, you can go here and click enter. It'll ask you what your name is, how tall you are, or how tall you want your avatar to be, what you're going to look like. And then it's going to have your units, dominant hand, everything like that, microphone. We're just going to click enter. And we're going to be brought into our new YouTube example here. So this again is also from Autodesk, and you're going to be brought to this little room here. So this little room is kind of like a place where you guys can just look at the model if you're working with a team, and you can just talk about it a little bit. You can see here that it's not life-size, life-scaled, but we can go here, we can click around, and we can actually go in the model. We're actually going to look at this model a little bit later on, but for now we're actually going to go into the other model first. So what you end up getting once you have imported your model into the Construction Cloud, once you've got everything going and you actually open the Autodesk app that is in your VR headset, you'll have access to your model. So it's pretty interesting because when you actually get into it, it seriously looks like a life-size model of what you're drawing, and you can actually go around and explore it. So you can see right here that we are in an example project that is actually provided by Autodesk. And you can see here that you can add as much detail as really you want. So right now we're just hovering above it. But if you really want to, you can go right inside the building. So I'm just going to hold my thing there, and I'm going to go in, and you can see I'm right in the building here. So you can see I can look at the couches, the lamps, I can see the pillars. Pretty much anything that's been added to and drawn in the structure is here already. I can get up here as well, and I can look over the edge right here. I can see what it looks like. I can walk around, and I can actually, make it seem like and walk around like it's actually a drawing that I worked on. So the main issue that you're going to see is a lot of things aren't colored. In this example, the people aren't colored, the trees, the lamps, everything's kind of bland, but it still gives you a good idea of how things look. Now I have another example for you, but this example is pretty cool because it's got multiple stories. So you can see here I can kind of walk down the stairs here. And then what I can do is I can also enter these doors. So one of the things that I don't like about this is the doors don't look like doors and you just kind of walk through them. I guess it's a limitation that you kind of have to deal with. But you can see I can just kind of walk around the building here. I can investigate what's going on, and I can see how everything would kind of look from the perspectives that, someone who was maybe walking around the building would see. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to go down and give you a little bit of a tour of this building. So I do believe this is a school. So, you can come here, you can see the main entrance there. You can see that we've got our front doors here. I like these doors that they have. These doors look really nice. I really like those, but I don't like the brown ones. They're pretty ugly. But you can see here, we can just walk through the doors. We can see the tables here, and we can just kind of walk around, see what it would look like, and you can even like go up to it and look like you can kind of touch it as well. So it's pretty interesting how you can do that. This is just one example. There's not much to it. Like, it's all kind of bland. All the hallways and everything are kind of empty. You can see, all these rooms are mostly empty. But at the same time, it's still cool to just see how it would look. So I can see I can walk up to the window here. I can inspect the window, see what it looks like. If I have HVAC, if I have, mechanical machinery or things like that, I can also investigate those, look at them, see if there's going to be any errors or if things are not working properly. We can just make it look really cool. So I've got another example for you guys as well, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But you can see here, yeah, we have another staircase that we can, I'm going to air quote, walk up. And you can see I can kind of just, spin around and walk up the stairs, go to the second floor here. We can walk down the hall. We have our pillars, and you can see here we go into the door. There's not a nice room there. We can walk into this door as well. We can look around and see what the rooms look like. I think there is some bathrooms in here as well.
but I don't know where they are. I also don't have to go strictly through the hallways. I can just go through the walls as well. But again, it's just a cool way that you can just look at how everything would seem, you know, from actually looking at it. As you can see, I'm looking at the lights here. You know, everything looks kind of cool, but again, it is kind of bland. So we're going to open up another example just to show you a little bit more. Hey guys, welcome back. We're back into the basic model that we saw a little bit earlier. You can see here that the car model, this is what I was talking about a little bit before. It's not great. You know, it's missing a lot of you know, textures and everything, but you can tell that it's supposed to be a car, I guess. You know, there's still a few things that need to be worked on, like the trees aren't green, they're pretty gray. Everything's kind of gray, and not cool. But again, the structure itself looks really nice. So you can see I can just walk through here and I can look down, I can see where everything is. You know, we got some windmills right there, and I can just walk into the building. I can see how everything would look, and we can just walk around and see how cool everything is. So you can see here we have a bathroom here. You can see there's it looks like it's a translucent sink or something that's supposed to be there. But you know, there is, again, problems with it, but it is useful to know. And you can just look around, see how everything would look, and get a good feel for it. So again, you can do like kind of drone views as well. So you can kind of look up and then, you know, move your cursor and everything. This is actually my favorite room from this example because it has the most color, even though it's all brown and gray. You know, we have our lights, so you can actually see our lights here. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to go back. We have our little, you know, fireplace. We have our tables. We have our chairs and sofas and everything. We even have a television here, and you can see that this actually looks really nice. So this is a good example of what it can look like. You know, we have our little thing here, and you know, it just looks really nice, really cool, and that's probably the best you're probably going to get. So you can actually make it as detailed as you want. You can tell that there wasn't too much, you know, again, it's an example project, so they didn't think too much about wall coloring and everything. You can see here, this is a brown wall. If I walk in here, we have another bathroom. We can go over here, you know, and we're brought to, it looks like a washer and a dryer. So you can add whatever you need to make it look good as well. And we're in a kitchen now. As you can see, the kitchen, we have our stove top here. We have a dishwasher, we have a sink. You can actually, feels like you can reach out and touch it. So that's really cool. And then we have our microwave oven in our fridge right there. So this is the second example that I wanted to show you guys because I thought it was really cool. You can see here we've also got some glasses on the table and like a bottle of, you know, maybe wine or something. And you can kind of see how it would look from the perspective of someone who would actually be in the building. Again, however, it is pretty gray compared to how it would be in real life. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I know it's been a really quick video. It wasn't as detailed as I kind of hoped to have it, but you can see here that this VR model is insane because I can actually see it at somewhat of a life scale model of how it would look. And again, it's not perfect, but I mean, this is great and it's something that's really useful. If you're interested in more of these videos, let me know so I can make more. But I thought this would be a good introductory video. So guys, hopefully this was helpful and interesting to you as much as it was to me. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.